What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and also some gold and whether or not you should use credit cards to purchase precious metals, and if so, which ones are the best ones to use. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. You can actually watch Saturday and Sunday's videos right now if you want to, and of course, make sure to go and get your free couple of stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Friday, June 10th, 2022. Believe it or not, it's Wednesday the 8th, 2022, and not only that, it's 5 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, which means I have no idea what the spot price of silver or gold will be by the time this video comes out. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Alright, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about 2 different credit cards and which one I believe is better to use for the precious metals, or if we should be using credit cards to buy precious metals at all. And for the record, the 2 credit cards that I will be talking about, the SavorOne and the Discover It, I'll leave some referral links in the description if you want to use my links. You don't have to, but there's something that I get and something that you get if you use my referral links. We'll get into that. So right off the bat, I wanted to talk about whether or not we should be using credit cards to acquire precious metals. In general, for the most part, the answer is no. Using credit cards typically requires you to pay a little bit higher of a premium, whether it's 1% more or 2% more, just a credit card fee. In no way, shape, or form should you ever go out of your way to pay more. You should be trying to pay the bare minimum. You should try to get the most money for your currency, the best bang for your buck, the most silver, the most gold for your dollar bills. So if a credit card is requiring you to pay a little bit more, for the most part, the answer is no. You shouldn't be paying with a credit card. You should be paying with cash or a check or whatever the case may be. Bare minimum. You want to pay as little as possible. Why pay more when you don't have to? But there are a couple of exceptions. There are a couple of credit cards out there who offer you enough cash back to not only offset the credit card fee, but it actually makes it cheaper than paying in cash. Or it gives you a sign-up bonus, which you can then take and go and get some silver and gold for free. So the first credit card I wanted to talk about would be the one on the left right here, the Capital One SavorOne. This has turned into probably my favorite credit card right now, and I'll tell you why that is. This card right here, precious metals aside, gives me 3% back on dining and entertainment, and that can mean pretty much anything. Going out to eat, drive-through, whatever. Entertainment, that can mean pretty much anything as well. Concert tickets, movie tickets, going bowling, pretty much anything that falls under the umbrella of entertainment. 3% back, not bad. But here's why I really like the card. It gives me 3% back on groceries. See, I don't go out to eat all that much. I don't spend very much currency on entertainment. But I do what most human beings need to do to survive. I buy groceries every week or every other week. And this has turned into basically my grocery store card. This is the one that I take with me. 3% back. It might not seem like very much, but it absolutely adds up over time. And anything that doesn't fall under the umbrella of dining, entertainment, or groceries, you get 1% back on, which, better than nothing. I use other cards for those things though. But the cool thing about this card right here, and this is where the precious metals come in, if you apply for this card through my referral link, again, it'll be linked in the description, they will offer you a welcome bonus. Which means if you spend $500 on this card in your first 3 months, they will give you $200 back. That's pretty much a 40% cashback incentive if you spend $500 in your first 3 months. And of course, if you pay it off. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't understand credit card sign-up bonuses. They think, oh, how does that make any sense? You spend $500 just to make $200. That just means you lost $300. No! You're supposed to spend the $500 on something that you're going to spend $500 on anyway. For example, groceries. That's something that you're going to buy regardless. Instead of putting it on the debit card, put it on the credit card. Debit card's not going to give you $200 for doing so. And it's not hard to spend $500 in 3 months at the grocery store, especially nowadays with the prices going up. So you want to save as much as you can. So why not save $200 when you're offered $200? It's like a $200 discount on something that costs you $500. That's a huge, huge deal. And you want to know what you could do with that $200? Run on over to the local coin shop. Go and get you some silver or gold if that's what you want. That's almost enough to get you a tenth of an ounce of gold or a handful of silver. Why not? Again, the link will be in the description. Or if you just want to spend the $500 on some silver and gold, you can absolutely do so as well. Imagine dropping $500 on some silver and gold, and you get $200 back just for doing so. Big fan of the Capital One SavorOne. Again, link in the description. You don't have to use my link, but if you do, we both get something out of it. The next one I wanted to talk about would be the one right here on the right, the Discover It cashback card. This, for probably the first 2 years that I had the card, I think I'm going on 3 years with this card, was my favorite credit card of all time. And by the way, I have more credit cards than the average American has, but I have all different credit cards for different reasons. But anyway, the reason I like this card is because this gives something huge. This one right here offers you 5% cash back on rotating quarterly categories. So the first quarter of the year, it's one thing. The second quarter of the year, it's another thing. The third quarter of the year, which we're coming up on right now, starting in July, August, and September will be the third quarter of the year. This credit card will give you 5% back on PayPal transactions. I don't know how many of you interpret that the way I do, but my mind goes to eBay and everything on there. For example, a bunch of coins, a bunch of rounds, and a bunch of bars. You mean to tell me if I link this card to my PayPal account and make a PayPal transaction on silver and gold on eBay, I get 5% cash back? That's exactly what that means. And this will be the third year in the row that I will be capitalizing on that. And by the way, it's 5% cash back if it's your second or third or fourth or fifth or whatever year with the card. If it's your first year with the card, technically it's 10% back because at the end of your first year, they match all of the cash back. Let's just say the entire year goes by and you've made, I don't know, $200 worth of cash back. At the end of the year, they'll double that and they'll give you $400. And I've had this card for 3 years. That's what I did. In my first year, got a couple $100. The end of the first year, they doubled it. And I walked away with, I think, $730 something just sitting there. That's what this card is for. But the categories rotate every quarter, so some of them are pretty time sensitive. If you want to capitalize on being able to get 5, or if you're a new card holder, 10% cash back on PayPal transactions in the third quarter of this year, you're probably going to want to go and get this card as quickly as possible. I will leave a link in the description. If you use my link, which again, you don't need to, but if you do, we each get a $100 statement credit, which means $100 that you can go and spend without having to worry to pay it back. It's essentially a Visa gift card. $100 just sitting there for you to do whatever you want with. Maybe you can go and spend $100 on the credit card and use that $100 just to pay it off, or maybe you take that $100 and run on over to the coin shop. Whatever you want to do. And again, some of these cashback percentages offset the credit card fee. And not only that, cause it to be a whole lot cheaper than if you were to just simply pay in cash or with a check. Link in the description. So again, generally speaking, you probably don't want to use credit cards to get your silver and gold. It's an unnecessary expense because of the credit card fees. But in certain situations, like with these two cards right here, I believe it makes perfect sense. And I've been using this one for, I think, about 3 years now. And I've been using this one for about a year. Now, I don't use this one to get precious metals. I use this one at the grocery store, then I use the cashback to get the precious metals, which, by the way, pretty much makes the precious metals free. If I'm buying groceries anyway, if I'm going to the store and buying, bread and milk and everything else that I need, those are things that I need to buy anyway. And that 3% cashback, it doesn't really seem like much, like, what's 3%? But it adds up over time. And by the time several months or several years go by, you'll have enough cash back just sitting there to go and get yourself a bunch of silver and gold for free. I know. I've done it. Plenty of times. With a variety of different cards. Over and over and over again. I get silver and gold for free. But on top of that, I also wanted to talk about one of the examples of how I was able to get silver for cheaper just by using a card than all the people who were paying in cash. Now, I've told this story before, so I'll run through it as quickly as possible. It's just, it's applicable to what we're talking about because it's about this Discover It card. When I was able to get 10% back on PayPal transactions, I went and got myself a 10-ounce silver bar. Now, because of the spot price at the time, which was about $19, and the silver bar was offered at spot. This is one of the at spot deals, really before everything got flipped upside down a couple years ago. I went and got myself a 10-ounce silver bar at spot. Spot price at the time, about $19, which means a 10-ounce bar, $190. Because of the credit card fee, it would have been $200. $200 to pay with a credit card. Which is why most people paid with a check. Like, why pay $200 when I can pay $190? Doesn't seem like that big of a difference. But it makes a difference over time. I chose to pay with a credit card because I was offered 10% back. So even though I paid $200 when everybody else was paying $190, I got 10% of my cash back. So technically, I walked away with that 10-ounce silver bar below spot. I got it for $180 when the spot price was $19, and it's a 10-ounce silver bar. It was supposed to be worth $190. I paid $180. I paid $10 less than everybody else because I got 10% of my cash back. People paying with a check, they weren't getting cash back. People paying with a check, they weren't getting a discount. I saved 10% on a 10-ounce silver bar. Now, of course, that at-spot deal, or really at-spot deals in general, don't really exist anymore, unfortunately. I guess maybe on very rare occasions you will be able to stumble upon one, potentially. If you do, let me know. I'm looking for silver at-spot as well. But point being is, the cashback can help you reduce the premiums at the very least. Yeah, right now we're not really getting silver at-spot anymore, but the silver that we are able to get, with the $3, $4, $5 premiums, why not use the cashback to reduce some of those premiums? Why not use the cashback to get the silver a little bit closer to spot? Just to save some money. You can get 5% back on PayPal transactions if you're a card holder, 10% cash back if you're a card holder and it's your first year with the card. Why not? Why not make the most of an opportunity to save some currency on the money that you're going after anyway? Why not put $500 that you're required to spend anyway? Put your friggin' rent on it and get $200 back just for doing so with this card. Again, the link to both credit cards will be in the description. They are referral links. I benefit if you use them, but you also benefit if you use them as well. If you don't know anybody with the card, you're more than welcome to use mine, but ask around, ask your friends, your family if they have these cards. If they do, use their links, not mine. But if you need a link, they're there. In addition to all of that, let me get these credit cards out of the way for a minute. I wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the silver and the gold, because a lot of what you're looking at right here, I was able to get with cashback. I was able to get some gold essentially for free. Not a lot of it. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 of those coins over there I was able to get essentially for free. I remember I got the werewolf over here. This one, I remember I got this for free. This is what I did with the $200 back that I got for spending $500 on the SavorOne card. And I remember I was doing a VIP club live stream when I placed the order. See, most people know that I don't really like getting a whole lot of silver online. Hashtag support your LCS if you don't want anybody knowing what LCS stands for. Let them know it stands for locally canned soup. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in the DYDSS store. Link in the description. But on rare occasions, like for example, something credit card related, or if I just have cash back sitting there, sure. So I remember I used that SavorOne card. I spent the $500 necessary to get the $200 back. $500 that I was going to spend anyway, probably on groceries. I think I even bought a wedding gift for a good friend of mine. And I remember I got the $200 back, plus the cash back for the groceries. So, for example, let's just say you go and spend the $500 on groceries, which is, I think for the most part, what I did. You go and spend $500 on groceries, you get $15 back because that's 3% of $500, plus $200 on top of that just for spending the $500. I had $215 just sitting there. So what did I do? I went and ordered, or maybe even pre-ordered, I don't remember. I think it was a pre-order. I went and pre-ordered this werewolf right here, and I also included some 90% silver just to bump myself up a little bit to get that free shipping. And no, it didn't cost me $215. I think it only cost me $100 to do so. But point being is, I got this with the sign-up bonus. I got this for free, along with some 90% in that order. I got that 10-ounce bar below spot. I got one of my gold coins, or maybe even 2 of my gold coins for free. Now, obviously, small gold coins, little 10th-ounce gold coins, each one of them is only like, what, $200 or so? Especially when the spot price was a little bit on the lower end. I was able to get a couple of 10th-ounce gold coins for free. Imagine having that much cash back just sitting there. Hundreds of dollars to do whatever you want with. And you can redeem it for cash, by the way. You can transfer it over to your checking account and then go to the ATM and withdraw it as physical paper cash in your hand to do as you please with. See, a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't want to use credit cards and get the cash back and then use the cash back on something because then there's a paper trail. There doesn't need to be a paper trail. Redeem it for cash and just walk to the local coin shop and hand over the cash and they'll hand you some silver. Nobody needs to know. There are so many ways that you can go about doing this, and not only can you reduce the premiums, not only can you get the silver or get the gold for a little bit closer to spot, but you can actually walk away with so many precious metal coins, rounds, and bars for free. I've been doing this for years, and guess what? Another argument people have, oh yeah, but the interest. Who cares about the interest? Interest is optional. If you pay it off in full before the due date, you don't have to pay interest. Like I said before, I have more credit cards than the average person has. Than the average American. Who, by the way, the average American does not have a high financial IQ at all. The average American has like a couple, maybe just 3 or 4 or 5 credit cards and a whole bunch of credit card debt. I've never paid a penny in interest. I've never carried a balance in the history of any of the credit cards that I currently hold. Not one time have I paid interest. Not one time have I paid a late fee. Not one time have I paid anything more than I need to pay. They've made $0 on my spending. They've made $0 off of my spending. They've paid me money for my spending, which I turned around and went and got some real money with it. I went and got some silver and gold with it. You know what else I did at one point? I think in 2021, I redeemed the cash back on one of my cards. It wasn't either of these cards. I used these 2 cards to get the silver and gold. There was another credit card that I used. I redeemed the cash back and I threw it into an investment. And it's still making me money. Over a year later, it's still appreciating in value and paying dividends every 3 months for the rest of my life. All you have to do is be strategic. Again, last time I'll say it, generally speaking, you probably don't want to get your precious metals with credit cards. The credit card fees usually don't make sense, but if the cashback offsets the credit card fee, and even better, if it makes it cheaper than paying in cash, why not? You can save so much cash and use that saved cash to get even more metals. Last time I'll say it, the affiliate links will be in the description if you want the Discover It cashback card or if you want the Capital One SavorOne card. They're both in the description. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to using credit cards to get precious metals, is this something that you do? Maybe you get your silver and gold online a majority of the time, and maybe your credit cards make more sense, or maybe it makes it cheaper to pay in a credit card as opposed to paying with a check. Let me know if you've ever used the cashback to go and get yourself some free precious metals, and let me know if you've ever been able to reduce the cost so that it was cheaper than simply paying with a check. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. You can watch Saturday and Sunday's videos both right now if you want to. And every Saturday morning, I post a brand new vlog. I got a new one coming out tomorrow morning. You're definitely going to want to go and check that out. And there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your free couple of stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Just by doing so, they're going to give you free stocks just for joining. You can deposit any amount, even as little as a penny. It still works. It still counts. You still get your free stocks. And if you refer 3 friends to the app, by the end of the month, Webull's going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have another way of going and getting some silver or maybe some gold at no cost to you. Comes out of profit, not out of pocket. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again anything shared in today's video when it comes to acquiring precious metals for cheaper and potentially for free? What are your thoughts on my life hack? How to get silver and gold for cheaper, how to get silver and gold for free by using credit cards and maximizing cash back and just being strategic with the cards and offsetting the credit card fees and lowering the premiums and getting some silver out of profit rather than out of pocket for free. What are your thoughts on some of my strategies? Is that something that you've ever done before? Is this something that you're considering? If so, remember, use somebody's referral link. That way you get the sign-up bonuses and that way you get the rewards. Ask your friends, ask your family if they have the cards. If they do, use their links. If you don't know anybody with the cards, my links will be in the description. But let me know your thoughts on some of these tips and tricks and strategies on how to get silver and gold for cheaper and how to get silver and gold for free. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.